Hey guys, so here's part 3 to help you get started with your sandal making upcycle project. And really the one thing that we have to do now is we have to think about how we're going to put these materials together. Whenever you are building anything, the key to it all is when you have a variety of materials, which material will work with another and what's the correct adhesive to use for that material. So I just wanted to show you a few things. I make all my shoes out of cement construction, and cement is a type of adhesive. A cement is very much like rubber cement. And what makes a cement is that if you're putting two pieces together, you put cement on this piece, you put cement on this piece, you put them together, and you get a really solid bond. It's one of the first ways that we made shoes, and it is totally an acceptable way to make shoes. And it can be shoes that are super expensive and handmade, or it can be shoes that are made in a factory. So either way, cement construction is a fundamental way to make shoes. Now, I happen to use neoprene contact adhesive. There are a whole bunch of different types of adhesive out there, but when I learned about it using neoprene. There is also a common shoemaker one called barge cement, and there is a common shoe repair cement that is available to everybody called shoe goo. All right, those things are all important, and what I want you to know about them though is they are all cements that need to be used with well-ventilated spaces, okay? These are not non-toxic. They are toxic, and you want to limit your contact with them. So you will always use gloves. If you have a mask, you can do that. You're not going to be using a whole lot of any of this at one time if you are just making one pair of shoes. So it's also something that you could just go outside and you can put your shoes together with this relatively quickly. Now, there's a real traditional way to use these, but you guys will just do as I have said. One side, put them together, apply pressure, keep them together for a while, and let it dry. And then go ahead and do the next one, okay? So these toxic cements are the best. They are also the ones you will need if you truly are going to wear these and if you are truly going to wear them outside. There are a number of non-toxic products that I have that are water-based that I will tell you about. But here's the one caveat. I've not found one of these that I trust in terms of cementing the outsole to the insole. So if you're making house slippers and, you're only going to go outside once in a while, maybe, take the dog to do his business in your yard or walk down to get your mail at a mailbox, you can use a non-toxic one. But if you think that your sandal is going to come into contact with water, so you get caught in a storm, you're walking through puddles, you're around your pool, yeah, okay. If it's your pool, it's not a big deal if they get wet and they fall apart. But if you happen to be at a public pool and they're the only shoes you have, that could be an issue. So just keep in mind that there are products we can use that are non-toxic. I have a few here that I will tell you about. And you just got to remember that I'm unsure and cannot guarantee that your shoes will stay together if you are walking. I've also tried to use them for slippers and then wash the slippers, but putting them through the washing machine with the non-toxic cements and glues, they've just fallen apart. So that's just what I want you to know. So one of the ones that's pretty typical is Weld, and it is a water-based contact adhesive. So again, you're putting them together both sides. This is available through Tandy Leather. This is the one that when I threw my slippers into the washing machine to test if it would stand up, did not stand up. I think it would stand up to, you know, walking in light rain or whatever. But if you immerse it in water, no, this will not work for you. So that's one thing to think about. A second one that I really like and is used quite a bit in shoemaking is called Heidrich Clemmie. And this is used for various processes in shoemaking. It also, when it dries, adds some stability to certain products. This is water-based. It's a paste. You can use it like a contact cement on both sides, which is how I like to use it. And it's something that you have to spread. It is non-toxic, it is water-based, and it can be used for many, many things. This could be used for any crafting project that you have. It's a lot like it, kind of similar to Mod Podge, for those of you who might be aware of what that is. Now, a third one that I haven't tried, but is going to be the one that I'm going to try next, is called Mender. It's eco-friendly and non-toxic, and it's a permanent waterproof, flexible adhesive that works on indoor-outdoor repairs of clothing, leather, upholstery, home decor, cotton, denim, jeans, work clothes, canvas, awning covers, watercraft, sporting gear, and more. It sounds very promising. I am not sure if it will be promising, but I am going to, this is one that I'm going to try next because I think it's one that could be pretty good. It does seem to have been around for a while. It does say, though, to keep it out of the reach of children. And it's harmless, but it can rub off fingers and non-porous surfaces. And it may have natural latex. So you might, if you have an allergic reaction to latex, this is not for you. Anyway, there are a number of other ones that you can try as well, but those are some of the ones that I have. Here's one that you might have that I do not suggest, actually two. One is hot glue and one is super glue. Both of these glues, they dry hard and they do not have any flexibility. So that means that, like, if you do it in the summer and then you want to wear it in the winter, those glues will not allow for expansion and contraction based on humidity in the air. So they will crack and they will come apart. There are also epoxy glues, which are two-part glues that you can put together. Those are often very flexible, and those are ones that you can find at a hardware store fairly readily. One of the things to do is to go to your hardware store and look for something. If you want to put metal to wood, you would look for epoxies that are specifically for that. And because they're two-part epoxies, they too expand and contract. Some other things you might have around the home: caulk from caulking a bathtub. You might have foam that you put around your windows to keep the wind from coming in the winter. All of those construction items may also do the trick because, again, if they're a construction item, they are built for expansion and contraction. So there's your little unit on your adhesives. Anyway, I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. And don't forget that you can also put these things together by sewing or tying or punching holes and sewing through the holes. So there's a lot of ways that you can construct the shoe. But cement construction is probably the easiest and quickest way to do it if you are looking at supplies that you would have it. So thanks for watching.